Lok Sabha MP Dr. Angomja Bimola Koijam opposes extension of President's rule in Manipur and demands conduction of fresh election to form new government on Parliament floor. Fast Track Special Court Number 1 sentences men to 10 years of rigorous imprisonment and 1 lakh rupees fine for sexually assaulting a minor. World Day Against Trafficking in Persons 2025 observed. Social Welfare Secretary Ketrabim Robert links disturbed and dysfunctional families with rise in human trafficking cases. Fate of Manipuri pony in jeopardy due to climate change and rapidly diminishing grazing land. Manipuri pony breeding farm in Lamphel submerged due to days of incessant rain. And 134th edition of Durand Cup in Palle kicks off at Kumalampak Main Stadium. Opening match of Group F between Trau FC and Neroka FC ends in 1-1 draw. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Amju and EGM continue black badge and slogan protest demanding justice over the Gwaltabi incident. Manipur government break the silence over Gwaltabi. Continuing with today's news, on the 8th sitting of monsoon session of Parliament today, Lok Sabha MP Dr. Angomja Bimola Koijam strongly opposed the extension of President's rule in Manipur. Participating in the discussion on the matter, he demanded the immediate dissolution of Manipur Legislative Assembly and the conduct of fresh elections to restore a popular government in the state. Highlighting the severity of the ongoing crisis in Manipur, Dr. Bimol drew attention of the House to the serious challenges faced by both Meitei and Kuki communities. He noted the lack of safe passage for Meitei people along the state's national highways and the restrictions preventing Kuki people from entering the Imphal Valley. Emphasizing the urgent need to address these issues, he urged the House to hold an extensive discussion, at least 5 to 6 hours, on the ground realities and grievances of the people of Manipur. He also questioned the effectiveness of President's rule in resolving the prolonged crisis and reiterated that only a democratically elected government could address the people's aspirations.
The crisis in Manipur is unprecedented. Our LOP has said it. You have never seen the challenge to the Indian state's legitimate use of physical force has been challenged. Nowhere has it happened. The partition of 1947 is a living reality in Manipur today. The freedom of movement. The Meiteis cannot travel on the national highways just as the Kukis cannot. All the citizens should have access to these movement, freedom of movement. We are not able to have it. And I expect this House, therefore, to be more serious rather than reducing this kind of extension as a mere formality and ritual. The pain and suffering of the people of that state, and so far as the 19th state of this union, this House must take it seriously, just as you have taken seriously on the question of Pahalgam and that of any other issues in this country. So I therefore object to this extension of President rule, and I demand that instead of this, please dissolve that assembly, let's have a fresh mandate, and the rule of the people, will of the state must have the say rather than dictating terms, even if it's a small state.
Responding on behalf of the central government, Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Nityanand Ray said peace has come to Manipur with the imposition of President's rule in the state. Moving a statutory resolution to extend President's rule in Manipur, Nityanand said that there is no incident of violence in the state for the past 4 months, except for one incident of violence in the state since the imposition of President's rule on February 13 this year.
जब से राष्ट्रपति शासन लागू हुआ उस समय से अभी तक मात्र एक हिंसा हुई, उसमें 1 लोगों की जान गई है, और वो भी 8 महीनों के भीतर 4 महीनों में के अंदर अभी एक भी वहां मौत नहीं हुई है। वहां शांति व्यवस्था बहाल हो रही है और 4 महीनों में एक भी मौत नहीं हुई है। आगे शांति व्यवस्था रहे, लोकतंत्र में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को विश्वास है। शांति व्यवस्था बहाल करने के लिए अभी राष्ट्रपति शासन जरूरी है, इसलिए आपके पास निवेदन लेकर मैं आया हूं।
After all the discussions in the House, the Lok Sabha today resolved to extend President's rule in the state for another 6 months. Special Judge Fast Track Court Number 1, Manipur, sentenced 37-year-old MD Abdul Rahman alias Ibomcha from Bishnupur district to 10 years of imprisonment and a fine of 1 lakh rupees for sexually assaulting a minor girl in 2013. The incident took place in November 2013 and a complaint was lodged by the victim's family on the 16th of that month. Based on the FIR, police arrested Rahman and a case was registered, followed by trial. The court found Rahman guilty on July 28 this year. His lawyer pleaded for leniency while the public prosecutor demanded stringent punishment. After hearing both sides, the judge awarded 10 years of rigorous imprisonment and a fine of 1 lakh rupees. In default of paying the fine, Rahman will undergo an additional year of simple imprisonment. The court also directed Manipur government to provide 4 lakh rupees compensation to the victim and her family within 30 days from the Victim Compensation Fund, considering the trauma and need for rehabilitation. Social Welfare Secretary Ketramim Robert links a decline in family values to rise in child trafficking cases. Addressing the observance of World Day Against Trafficking in Persons 2025 at Hotel Imphal today, Ketramim Robert expressed strong concerns that youth belonging to disturbed and dysfunctional families often fall victim to human trafficking, which is a trend seen rising in recent years. Shakti Sadhan Guild, Manipur and Department of Social Welfare jointly organized the event on the theme Human Trafficking as Organized Crime and De-Exploitation. Robert stressed that traffickers operate in an organized manner, often avoiding detection through well-planned methods. He also noted that victims crime often ranges between 15 to 18 years, as they can be easily influenced or manipulated and often belong to broken households. He also called for counseling families and providing skill building and employment to rehabilitated survivors. Director of Social Welfare Anna Rambam, MCPCR Chairperson Kaisham Pradeep Kumar, among others, attended the event.
Family की structure से कायरको मतम से दा मचा सिंग से दा अखोगी अतोप outside support अमा अखोगी पामगी वखन से ऐसी फावगी conditions में आम थोड़े है सिगुम्बा families से अखोई society द लेता बनते हैं and these families should be properly counseled को as a part of prevention मरम दी मकोई सिंग दुना आमना अखोगी तंदु लेता ना लेरगदी सिुम्बगी केसेस खर तुंगद थोरप याबा खर नाथोप ngамगद्रा नाय खनजेबको and this should be like collective responsibility oina ko.
Bishnupur DC Pujai Langbam informs that no cases of child labor, child exploitation or domestic violence against women were found during a 15-day district-wide drive. She made a remark at a press meet held at El Mani Memorial Hall, Thamnapokpi, marking the conclusion of the third phase of the campaign against child trafficking for labor and exploitation. The drive, conducted by New Life Foundation, Child Welfare Committee, police and public volunteers, covered various sites including workshops, industries and market areas.
angang sing the exploit toba or even nupi sing the exploit toba, traffic toba, any kind of exploitations has to stop. This is mandate of Constitution of India. It's also the mandate of Supreme Court judgments and National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, as well as state government sing sina adugi makhada phanyam directions and instructions yam issue tobire. Adugi makhada koina district level da so many stakeholders mayamna pullaga, including NGOs and firms, as well as public. Any forms of child labor, Uber, or any trafficking tawgadaba, illegal adoption tawgadaba, adumba, any sumba chingnarakpa taragadi lekai singi club singi si miyamnasu haipet akhoi the report to biba ama changi.
Students of Sugnu Higher Secondary School, Kakching District, along with their parents, staged a protest today over the challenges hindering academic atmosphere in the school. They urge relevant government department and organizations to immediately ensure disturbance-free education. The agitation was held in front of the school entrance gate. A school management committee member, M. Sangeeta, said that Sugnu was badly affected by the ongoing conflict in the state, and due to which the school was defunct. However, with the efforts of locals, the school has been revived, and lately many students have been enrolled at the school. She added that the school is run by few teachers, as many of the teachers of the school belong to the Kuki community. She urged the education department not to transfer teachers from the school. Sangeeta also appealed to student organizations to refrain from summoning the school teacher at their offices on the pretext of vigilance. She urged all concerned to inform the school management instead for any issues. MB College Students Union demands removal of the school principal within 3 days, alleging that the principal is against the welfare of the students. Speaking to media at the college campus in Palace Compound today, the Students Union General Secretary MD Sahaz Khan accused the principal of ignoring the students' requests for conduction of educational and co-curricular activities. He further alleged that the principal has not disclosed how the college funds have been utilized. The ongoing protest by Pangal Students Organization over the shortage of teachers at Pabak Chau High School has been temporarily suspended following an agreement with the zonal education officer. The school had remained locked since July 26 as part of the agitation. Speaking to media, Finance Secretary of the organization, Yumkhaibam Askar, stated that the ZEO has informed them that the Director of Education is currently out of station and that he has assured that the required number of teachers will be deployed to the school once the director returns.
Ojasing adu transfer tawkhibadagi khoisaunaraba mahairoi amadi guardian amadi SMC punduna school asi de tang kunga taruk thangja numitta school asi thingjanna khongjang changsenkhi khongjang makha sa tharakpagi saruk ama oina ngasi July gi tang kunga mapan da wangoi jelio da mahairoi sing khongjang changsenkhi adubu laibak phabadagi wangoi gi jelio na khudakta initiative lobiduna education director da khudakta pau phobiduna Director asi out of station oiram duna Director hek halakpaga award po oja thabirakani haibagi adu Pangal Student Organization PSO ga puna phaminna duna janara matungda khongjang asi matam khargi oina handoksere.
Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy Director P. Bilash refutes allegations of recruitment irregularities raised by one Puyam Indu, an applicant for the post of Guru, Sutradhari and Rajdhari. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Director Bilash clarified that the eligibility criteria for the post include either a 7-year experience certificate or a Sangeet Natak Academy award. He stated that Indu failed to submit an experience certificate and the award that she provided, which is the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puruskar, is different from the Sangeet Natak Academy award required as per the rules. Hence, the screening committee rejected her application. Earlier, Puyam Indu had alleged that she was unfairly barred from the interview process despite submitting the necessary documents. She claimed that her award met the eligibility criteria as mentioned in the recruitment form and accused JNMDA of non-transparent practices.
Ustad Bismillah Khan Haibisidi, Sanginata Kena Maram Orakanda Mas, Jola Nerugi Screening Committee na Yadi Haidana Equina Markis reject over. Zen Dance Academy Guru gives it RRC the Yingbu, Zen Manipur Dance Academy post diploma, the second class passed over. Aduga Lunena Sahi Taret experience labor, Natraga Sangit Nata Academy award Pang Bamidi relaxed only Haibama, Hogi desirable the happy Raski Maram the Kangba, Sankritangi Maram the Kangba, Aduga Sanskrit Matik Sana Kangba Haibani, Aduga Equi Guru Sida, Ras passed over Haibi Yaudi, Pung the passed over Haibi Yaudi, Equina Kanjari Bisi, Ras Dari Haibani, Ras Dari Haibadi, Ras Tugi Maramda, Pungi Maramda, Hairaba, Jagui Saidugi Maramda Yeba Hairaba, Kogi Arke Open Rone, Equina Kalipsi.
Speaking further, Director Bilash expresses disappointment that some people are trying to defame the academy and its authorities. He recalled that one Bhumeshwar, who joined the academy in 2004-05 as a Pung student, manipulated his date of birth and submitted misleading details which came to light through an RTI in 2021. He added that based on the findings, the academy's advisory committee declared Bhumeshwar's diploma and post-diploma certificates earned from the academy as null and void. Bilash also disclosed that during a 2021 recruitment interview, Yumnami Bomcha, a stenographer from the governor's office, was included in the interview committee since the secretary was busy. He said Bomcha tried to influence the selection process by pushing for an unqualified candidate. Director Bilash said that the academy has been always transparent and followed rules, keeping its sanctity.
Bhumeshwar Sina Tamambagi diploma amadi post diploma high certificate se none and void or Chanaro Haidana Equina talk order Rama Haidana Imeanda of Homa Tanjari. Ibumas asking a Sina me and Hapo Haidibase, Matik Chata than Equina Hap Tre, Haidana Equi the board member the Yauriba, Mipum Kudimana, Equisi Sui Loina Tauraba Matunda, Haidiba Mahaki me and Sikandre. Zen Manipur Dance Academy na Equina Ngasi Taujariba, Guru Siksha Parampara, Equina Mayam Singase, Mahakumba, Amana, Masagi Lana interest Magi, me and Hapuya, the Hybridamaka director Gi, Matakta Amadi Zen Dance Academy Bulan, Uhan Bibrise, Equi Nungaijade.
Kukizo Council convened a public meeting at LNC Hotel, Kangpopi District Headquarters yesterday to discuss the issues and inconveniences facing the Kukizo people. The meeting passed a resolution calling for unity among Kukizo people. Members from boards under Kukizo tribal leadership, representatives of civil societies, community influencers, representatives from Kuki NP Manipur Sadar Hills Chiefs Association, Kuki NP Sadar Hills, area-based NP's Committee on Tribals Unity, Kuki Women Union, Kuki Students Organization General Headquarters and Sadar Hills units, Thado NP youth bodies and village authority attended the meeting. MLA Kimnao Hangsing also took part in the meet. Participants resolved to hold public meetings in Kukizo inhabited areas for the establishment of unified Kukizo tribal front in Manipur. Security forces arrested 3 individuals with 269 soap cases of heroin number 4 powder weighing around 3 kg from El Kanan village under Bahang police station in Churachandpur district. Arrested persons are 40-year-old Ginmong Haukip of Kengot village, 45-year-old Saikolen of Kipgen Vang and 52-year-old Lalzui Vai of Ngatel village, all in Churachandpur district. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the future of Manipuri pony. Keep watching Impact News.
Khanganjava Impact TV ki nungsijaraba local cable operator LCO singi mafam da khanganjari madudi thagi pifam thokpa bill tang tara manga fawagi manung da pithok piu kaigumba tang tara manga fawa da bill thido haudrabadi tang tara taruk tagi disconnect tawba haujaragani loinane Impact TV bu nungsibiduna miting tabiriba subscriber singna su thagi bill tang tara fawa da isa gi mari leina ba LCO singa pithok pina ba ningsingjari khanganjari ba manager Impact TV.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. The future of Manipuri pony, a rare and culturally significant breed, is in jeopardy due to climate change and rapidly diminishing grazing land. Without urgent and dedicated intervention, experts warn the breed could face extinction. In an exclusive interview with Impact News, Manipur Mail Executive Editor Ningthau Khongjam Ibungo Chowbi emphasized the pressing need for the state government to take swift and sincere action to protect the breed. Impact News visited the Manipuri pony breeding farm in Lamphilpad run by State Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Services and found large parts of the farm submerged due to days of incessant rain. The flooding has left the ponies with little to no space for grazing. Distressed by the condition, Ibungo Chowbi lamented the long neglected state of Manipuri pony. He referred to Government of India's quinquennial livestock census reports from 2003 to 2017, which show a steady decline in population. Though there is speculation of a rise in numbers in the upcoming 2024-25 census, he cautioned that the lack of playgrounds and open fields remains a serious concern. He added that the breeding farm managed by Manipur Polo and Horse Riding Association can house only 100 to 150 ponies, posing further limitations, especially during floods when managing the animals becomes even more difficult.
Manipur da leriba sagol asi India da leriba sagol Ministry of Agriculture na recognize tawa sagol ji tarukni Kathiawari, Marwari, Jhanskari, Spiti, Bhutia amadi Manipuri sagol sini. Manipur gi sagol kannabagi damakta reservation and conservation gi policy ma 2016 da thokre. Hanade Manipur gi sagol asi Manipur gi part oi wetland leramba Lamphilpad Imphal East West leramba part mayam sida phajana makalam na chajaramani mi yam khalakpagi urbanization gi office ti lam mayam sina lawgi badagi khopchin khibadagi Manipur gi sagol singa se han chahi lising kaya dagi akhoi ga sagol naraga laaba koi kangbagi matam dagi kangjai sagol kangjai haidana laaba asiguma sagol se hojikti lambi da thorak pasida Manipur gi miyamna sagon ji Manipur gi lambi se sabi lambi da thore haina haiba adubu kadigi damakta thore ibno haiba se yongtang khamin naragadi hanna makhoina chakta jaramba lamdudagi tanthorakpadagi lambi da thorakpani.
Ibungo Chowbi expressed concern over the poor implementation of the exclusive Manipuri pony conservation policy introduced in 2016. He pointed out that despite surveys for allocating grazing grounds in 4 valley districts, no concrete action has followed. He criticized the state government for declaring the Manipuri pony as a critically endangered breed but failing to include it in the official endangered species list like the Sangai deer. Due to land encroachment and lack of proper grazing areas, ponies are forced to stray onto roads, leading to deaths from food poisoning and accidents. He explained that the polo season in Manipur runs from October to March or April, after which the ponies are returned to their natural grazing areas. Ibungo Chowbi urged the government to prioritize protection of grazing grounds and provide stronger conservation efforts, even if not at par with Sangai, at least with committed support.
Veterinary Department mamangi horokpa sahi horokpa sida survey ma pangthokre Imphal East West Thawal Bishnupur Kakching se the natural ground si karam leibagi yabagi habse Manipuri Pony Society ga survey ma chatkre sigi se khoi government da table toramani masigi marak sida lam asi sagol gi ni haina khaidoktri ngai da karam mawang da hingada ge haibado suju achauba challenge amani tangai phadana budget leitraga su government gi department sina sajik khara leibiraga natraga magi extra machinjak leibiraga kadai dano pulap phajalaga thambiraga marak da tawba adumaina tawraga Sidring Ida Maku Kara, Hingo by the drop. Others also Todanga and Tamzage. Quite a gay, Tangai Padana, Gari Tobili, but in now Singna. Sagona Malera Magasu, Minamsi Yauna, Ketang Tabiraga, Haido Pinabusu Equina, April Dozeri.
RPI Tawale National Secretary and State President Maheshwar Thanaujam says he has submitted data and report to Union Minister of Tribal Affairs Joel Oram in connection with the scheduled tribe demand of Meitei community. Maheshwar visited the Union Minister's residence in New Delhi to submit a data and report and also apprised him about the violence in Manipur, which has crossed 2 years now. Saikul MLA Kimniao Hangsing inaugurated the PM Shri Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya in Kangpopi district yesterday. PM Shri Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya is a central scheme to provide education to girls belonging to scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, other backward classes and minority communities under the leadership of Union Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan. Last date of nominations for Padma Awards has been extended from July 31st till August 15. Nominations can be submitted on Rashtriya Puraskar portal https:/awards.gov.in. The award will be presented during Republic Day celebrations on January 26th next year. Manipur reported 0 active case of COVID-19 and 3 recovered cases today. State's active tally stands at 11 and total recovered cases are 342 so far. In the last 24 hours, India reported 8 new active cases of COVID-19, 1 death and 72 recoveries. Country's total active cases are 275. Death toll stands at 171 and total recovered cases are 29,613. General Upendra Dwivedi, PVSM, AVSM, Chief of Army Staff, COAS, along with the Indian Commander, Eastern Command General Officer commanding 3 corps and other senior army officials called on Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla at Raj Bhavan in Imphal today. Governor extended his heartfelt congratulations to the army leadership on the successful execution of Operation Sindoor and commended the Indian Army for its exemplary professionalism, commitment and tireless efforts in ensuring the security and stability of the region. The meeting also included discussions on the commencement of the Durand Cup, one of Asia's oldest and most prestigious football tournaments, now entering its 134th edition. Chief of the Army Staff expressed his appreciation to Governor and the Government of Manipur for their continued support and active facilitation in the successful organization of the event. A powerful 8.8 magnitude earthquake struck off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula early today, one of the strongest in recent years. 3 tsunami waves hit Severodvinsk, damaging port infrastructure and dragging ships into the sea. The quake's epicenter was 136 km offshore at a depth of 19 km along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Tsunami warnings were issued for Russia, Japan and multiple Pacific nations. Waves up to 4 meters were reported in Kamchatka. Japan saw smaller waves with larger ones expected. Hawaii evacuated parts of Oahu, including Honolulu, while tsunami advisories were issued for South Alaska and the Aleutian Islands. No casualties have been reported so far. In weather report, Indian Meteorological Department's Meteorological Center Imphal predicts rain in the state for the coming few days. A report from the center informs that Sanapati, Ukhrul Kamjong, None, Bishnupur, Thaubal, Kakching, Technopol, Chandel, Churachandpur and Frezol district will witness rainfall within the next 24 hours. The report continued that Tamenglong, Kangpokpi, Imphal West, Imphal East and Zirbam will also receive rain in the next 24 hours. Sanapati, Ukhrul, Kamjong, Zirbam, None, Technopol, Chandel, Churachandpur and Frezor will receive rain in the next few days. While a report also informed that rainfall is also likely in Tamenglong, Kangpokpi, Imphal West, Imphal East, Bishnupur, Thaubal and Kakching district tomorrow. As per a report from ICR Agro-Meteorological Unit Lamphilpat, in the past 24 hours, Manipur received 9.3 milliliter rainfall. Highest temperature recorded was 32 degrees centigrade and lowest was 22 degrees centigrade. Humidity in the morning was 87% and 59% in the afternoon. Now the sports news. Imphal leg of the 134th Indian Oil Durand Cup kicked off today at the Kuman Lampak main stadium. The opening match of Group F between Trau FC and Neroka FC ended in 1-1 draw. The tournament is being held under the aegis of All India Football Federation, Eastern Command of the Indian Army and Manipur government. The opening ceremony of the Imphal leg of Asia's oldest football cup was attended by Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla, top officials of the civil and police departments and Durand Cup organizing committee officials of the Eastern Command Indian Army. The return of the Durand Cup in Imphal has rekindled the spirit of love of games and sports among the people of the state. A huge number of people turned out at the Kuman Lampak main stadium to witness the opening match. Manipur lifts the Junior Boys National Football Championship for Dr. B.C. Roy Trophy after defeating West Bengal 3-0 in the final match played today at GNDU Complex, Punjab. Manipur's Lorembam Naucha, Ngayung Mi Kashung and Amom Krish scored 1 goal each at the 17th, 37th and 90th minutes of the match, leading the team to victory. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Lok Sabha MP Dr. Bimol Angomcha Bimol Akoijam opposes extension of President's rule in Manipur and demands conduction of fresh election to form new government on Parliament floor. Fast Track Court Number 1 sentences men to 10 years of rigorous imprisonment and 1 lakh rupees fine for sexually assaulting a minor. World Day Against Trafficking in Persons 2025 observed. Social Welfare Secretary Ketramim Robert links disturbed and dysfunctional families with rise in human trafficking cases. Fate of Manipuri pony in jeopardy due to climate change and rapidly diminishing grazing land. Manipuri pony breeding farm in Lamphel Park submerged due to days of incessant rain. And 134th edition of Durand Cup Imphal Leg kicks off at Kumalampak Main Stadium. Opening match of Group F between Trau FC and Neraka FC ends in 1-1 draw. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Soikiva kongtang amada syringe sama share tominakibana hepatitis B amadi C changloi hyperlate mahik asi yauraba yetum syringe share tominabadagi laina asi sandoi aduga loina loinana B amasung C asi laina asiga sagonana hingliba miyoisinga haktinarubadagi amasung mamadagi machada sandoi ayambana layong asi liver dagi fudoraktriba fawba khangba ngamde